I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Play Conan Exiles, Age of Sorcery, Chapter 3. Okay, we're back. I've forgotten the keys. There you go. We're back, and you can see we are not in a new map, as I had promised at the end of last series. We're back in the Exiled lands, in fact, back in my old camp. And the reason for that is because the Chapter 3 content apparently includes a new dungeon, as well as a new quest line and all that in the Exiled Lands map. So this will probably be a shorter series as we go through it. Now, one thing though, okay, I just took my first steps. Literally my first steps. Okay. So they updated how the Exile's journey operates here. And I guess they seem to have taken away... Okay, there's a little bit of a story. So there's a lot more going on here, and I guess I can go through this is basically what the goal of this series will be, as well as exploring some of the new stuff. So aside from the quests, there's also golems, apparently. So now you can find enemies that drop items, and you can make some creatures and other companions and whatnot. And that's actually going to be very important here, because at the end of the first series, when I actually completed the game, broke the bracelet, the ravages went inside my house. The character didn't die, but disappeared, and I had to create a new character. If you just create a new character afterward, everything you've built previously stays in the game, and that includes... you were hurt for some reason. That includes some of the companions and the NPCs and whatnot. However, you cannot do anything with them. In fact, I had to turn off ownership when I even came here, otherwise they were going to be hostile to me. But you can't pick them up, you can't interact with them. These guys you can, the ones that are at the stations, but the placeables, like those guys, they are just there. So I'm probably going to have to go through and slaughter a bunch of the old guys. Do I even have this horse available? No. So this is an old horse. I'm going to have to kill that old horse too, if I want a new one. But at the very least, anyway, it means that I don't have to just completely rebuild everything for this series. In fact, you can see I'm wearing my old character's clothing, which is really nice. I've not leveled this character up very much. Level 40, I mean, I guess. I guess. But anyway, so we're not going to go through a lot of that stuff. We're just going to be sort of exploring all the new content, and I guess we may as well get started with Survivor. The Exiled Lands take the weak and test the strong. You must learn to survive them. I guess we get supplies if we do all of this. Okay. Well, anyway, we took our first steps. Investigate the smoke nearby. Search the billowing smoke in the southern desert for other exiles. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go off and do that. I wonder if that leads me to Rosma's camp. That's what it's talking about. Gonna have to re-explore the map. Find all the locations again. Do all the stuff. Beat the dungeons. I may end up doing a lot of that off-camera. We'll see. I mean, going through those dungeons is probably part of the journey step, so may as well. But with the best armor right now, and some legendary weapons, we should be able to get through here rather quickly. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, that's not smoke. Billowing smoke, you say? Investigate the smoke nearby. Search the billowing smoke for other exiles. Search nearby for supplies. Dead bodies, crates, chests. Well, we must have to go all the way back to the beginning, then. I should have got myself a horse. So all of my horse companions are not rideable. You know what? In that case, we may as well just come in here and do this now. So I can do admin panel, I can do... no, it's gotta be horse. I guess it doesn't really matter. Undead horse? Okay, may as well get the whole thing, right? Okay, and then we can get, oops, what am I doing? Exit creative mode? No, panel. Let's do saddle. Silent Legion. So there's the Ophidian magic stuff. Looks like a lot of these. Okay, there's Granaki. Let's do that one. There. Undead horse. So we'll have to get rid of the one back at camp. Smoke. I almost wonder if that's for like Sipta. Especially with what oh hey. Especially with what it was saying. Aha! Okay, this is what it's talking about with the smoke. Especially what it was talking about with the chests and whatnot, but dead bodies. Okay. Investigate the smoke nearby. It doesn't actually continue with story though. Search for supplies. So that's the next one. E to interact? Not that. Don't want that horse to move. What am I interacting with here? Game? I can't tell. Buzzard. Body. Okay, we'll loot that. I see. Well, I would imagine that this is on every single one of these, and I probably have to interact with this again. I don't actually know that. Next one is eat and drink. Stay hydrated to survive. Water skins, eat foods and berries. Okay. I wonder what this unlocks. If it unlocks anything. Alchemist, perhaps? For clothing, attribute points, search for survivors. Stone weapon, follow the road out of the desert. Open your map pressing M. Is that a thing, or...?
Behold, bonded one.
Okay.
The very boundaries of civilization.
That time it didn't trigger anything.
Beyond the passage of our highways lie the wild places of the world, where untamed savages make endless war upon each other. Who cannot pass into the endless wastes and
so the next one is drink water. I'm almost wondering if this is supposed to be like the water skin.
Follow the road. Any road. All roads lead to the city.
Well, I should already have some stuff. I mean, we just picked up food, so we can eat that, and I guess that qualifies. Gather plant fiber. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a third thing on there. There. Just gotta do several bushes. Craft and wear clothing. Craft coarse clothing. Yeah, it actually looks like I've unlocked quite a bit of stuff already. Did start this character almost immediately and went back around, but as you can see by my map, I don't have a lot open. In fact, most of it I think was just to get Battle Pass stuff, which is now open again for the third time. Okay, there's stuff to do, but if we look, we have some new clothing coming up, so that'll be something. We've also got dummies, so we can put display armor on, so that will be some fun stuff. I guess, according to the trailer anyway, the premise of the Chapter 3 is that we will actually meet Kurak or Karnak or whatever the hell his name is, whose journal... Do I even have the journal here? I don't know. I'm going to have to refresh myself on what I did. It's been a while since I've actually played. Spend attribute points. Well, I don't know that I can do that. I don't have any yet. Obviously, I'm going to have to get the next level. So, search for more survivors. The road north leads out of the southern desert. Follow it, search for more exiles. Okay, gather stones. Well, let's do that. No, stop. Stop. It seems to be in order here. It seems to be in order. That's not great. Okay, well, shoot. I'm gonna have to find a way to level up real quick. I don't know if that's gonna be possible. What is my current setting on that? Progression, multiplier times 10. I could do all of it. Because now that makes it times 100, basically. Which I guess isn't too bad if I want to get to max level and just explore. Perhaps we should gather... I think I already... I mean, I did. I would have already gathered a bunch of this stuff. Does he not have the letter? Huh. Probably because I already gathered it, being here. Okay. Well, I wonder if there's like a new point that will trigger the move out of the desert deal. Like a new place on the map. I guess we'll come in here and try and kill something real quick. See if that times 100 levels me up. Okay, it did. Okay. Put that away. That looks like a demon. Looks like a big turtle right over there. Okay, attribute points. Put that into strength, sure. Okay. Every level you gain 1 attribute point. So these are very much just straight telling you what it's all about. Search for more survivors. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we'll avoid that guy for now. Just in case he's part of the quest, too. But it's definitely a big one. Found more survivors. Do we even have to fight them? World is full of danger. Stones can be used. Okay, now it wants me to gather stones.
They're coming!
Defeat crocodiles. That's part of the process. Okay. Now. Search for survivors. Gather stones. Wants me to find that. As well as, well, first of all, it wants me to gather stones. So, that's weird. I guess it's welcome, but it's also kind of annoying. My problem with the way the journeys worked before was that you could unlock them in any order, which means that you could potentially get some that were way further down than you'd intended to get. But now this kind of locks you into progression where it's really forcing you to get things. Stop it. Okay, gather branches. Craft a stone pick. Well, okay. I mean, I guess this beats not having to start all over. Anyway, harvest stone with your stone pickaxe. Stone pick. Very well. Okay. Unlock warbirds. Follow, craft a bedroll. Okay, so that one automatically. Craft a bedroll. Place the bedroll. Oh, for crying out loud. Ooh, shoot. Wait, stop. Damn. Music. I think the music might be copywritten. Well, I mean, every song is copywritten. I'm just concerned it might get me in trouble. Okay, slay an enemy. We may as well go after this guy. Come along. Okay, I'm not as powerful yet as I had gotten used to before. Huzzah. Demon blood. I don't need to be collecting any things with this character because my stockpiles are just absolutely full everywhere from the last character, so I think we'll be fine there. Craft some rough wraps, and then heal yourself. This is very hand-holdy. Holy crap. What is all this stuff? Bestial memory? Heal yourself. Harvest meat from a corpse. Ah. Well, there is another one over there, though. Let's do... I mean, I guess that is... Well, we've already got one. So do the trick. Okay. Refill your water skin. Can do that too. And it needs it. Put that away. Okay. Access or place a campfire. Well, I think we can access one. Or did I get rid of it over here? I can't remember. Campfire, and then it's going to want me to cook meat, I just saw was the last journey step. Not the bees. Not the bees. Cook raw meat. Okay. Eat cooked meat. And then that gets us survivor, which gets us supply materials. Huzzah! Flame reward. Multiple journeys unlocked. Was that itself a thing? I think that might be these dealy-doos. Flame reward. Check. Well, we may as well continue on with the next one. Survival shelter. Unlock the apprentice mason knowledge. I mean, that one? That's apprentice mason 2. Salvager. What? Okay, well, there's actually a very simple way now to do this. We will take potion of bestial memory. And that only reset the attributes, not the knowledge. Damn it. I need, now I'm slow, of course. Well, we'll wait on that because it's probably going to tell me. We're gonna need alchemy to make me a potion of yellow lotus. So let us go west wall. I think it's west wall. Hey, look at you. How about you just wait right here? I can place it. I can place it. That was a problem with this one over here. For some reason, it wouldn't let me place things. Now I can fill this place. I can get dancers and whatnot. Oh, joy. Yellow lotus potion, if you please. Now, crafting a potion might be on that journey step too, but... Okay, yellow lotus. So yeah, there's the marker that would lead me to one of the teleport locations, but, more importantly, would have gotten rid of all my knowledge, except for, of course, the stuff I've unlocked previously. Which is really good. Journeyman Apprentice. Unlock. Unlock Apprentice Mason Knowledge. Why didn't it unlock Apprentice Mason Knowledge? The fact that it says Apprentice Mason 2 worries me. I think something got renamed here, and now I can't complete that. Switch journey. Oh, I get to pick the new one. Ah, damn. Alright, well, we'll just pretend we're playing from beginning then. That's a little cumbersome and unnecessary. Use your hatchet to cut down trees. Can I... So we can change these. Perhaps I should go down... I don't know. I was hoping there was going to be one that would tell me I could, put all my attributes in. I guess it'll probably let me have it again. No, it's not. It's expertise. Expertise is maximum carry weight. Rare harvest, yeah. Movement at full speed. There we go. Okay, we'll save the rest of those points just in case there's another journey. Let's do... And done. Build a foundation. Okay. Building, there you go. What the heck was that? Oh, this is the bazaar. Okay, wrong key. Criminy, look at this. Secret passages, I mean, that's cool, but not for more than the cost of the battle pass. Come on, guys. When are they going to learn? The Disciples of Zar. All that for a ridiculous amount of money. Well, that hasn't changed. Anyway, I do have this. I could claim this reward. Okay, so now I've got the Turanian Nomad armor I'll have to build at some point. Anyway, what's the next journey step? Build a wall, build a door frame. Use the building piece picker. Okay, well, we'll get there. Well, but that. A wall. And a door. Construction hammer can be used to copy existing pieces. Oh, really? Oh no. Ooh. An eclipse. That's a new thing. What happens during an eclipse? I thought it was going to be a sandstorm. Okay. Well, I don't know what that's about. Anyway, piece picker. Press the middle mouse button while targeting a building piece. Oh. Build more walls. Build a ceiling. Build a door. I don't have it unlocked. Curses. Oh, we'll want that. We'll want that. We'll want that. How come a door isn't by default? Oh, because I don't have string. Ah, the bane of my existence. String. Okay. Unlock the box maker knowledge. Access or place a wooden box. Decorate storage. Put something in the box. Hooray! Survival. We get a survival kit. Let's find out what the survival kit has in it. Well, first of all, what's that have? Branches and wood, okay. Survival kit. Bedroll, water skin, various other items. I see. Wow, that had a lot. Came with a bedroll. It came with a rawhide bedroll. What else was there? I thought there was other good stuff anyway. Warrior. Alright, we'll just keep on going down the line here. Okay, dodge, kick, craft a stone club. Dodge, kick. Stone club. Oh, we're probably gonna have to unlock that, aren't we? Okay, that doesn't cost anything. That doesn't cost anything. Stone club. Target lock an enemy. Perform a heavy attack. Apply sunder to an enemy. Okay. Well, what? Okay, never mind. There is stuff around here. Sunder, sunder, sunder. I don't know if my axe is going to be better for that, or if I can get that via club. I think that's an axe ability to sunder. Target lock an enemy. I did this out of order. Alright. Back off just a little bit. Unlock defender knowledge. Bruiser. Unlock bruiser knowledge. Okay. Boy, this is real cumbersome, isn't it? Craft a stone pike. Apply cripple to an enemy. Now, cripple, I think a sword is better for that. Although, since it told me to make a pike, let's give the pike a shot. Let's give the pike a shot. The bow will also do the trick. Hey, it worked. And bleed. Well, how about that? Multiple journeys unlocked. I am also corrupt, because I went through the thingy. Portal. Where are we at? Okay, claim reward. Brawler hand wraps. That's a new item. Not been in the game. It is also probably very, very poor. Is that... I get... That must be a craftable. There it is. Yeah, gotta get it. Add an armor. Okay. Level 2. I think that is the same level as this stuff. Nope, this is level 1. Oh, wow. Okay. Soldier. Defeat an enemy with a strength weapon. Invest 5 attribute points in strength. Okay, first we gotta do this in order. That's a frasin. I think we can get rid of that. Let's go back to... Is this? It is, yes. So, my new building projects are going to be Treehouse and the Pyramid Arena. In fact, I want... Maybe I should try a two-handed sword then. Wonder why that didn't count. Why is that not working? Defeat an enemy with a strength weapon. Certain weapons, such as two-handed swords, rely mostly on strength. Try different weapon types to find out which one is right for you. Who growled at me? And why are there so many of these kudus over here? Who growled? Where'd the growl come from? A little worrisome. By enemy, does it mean like human enemy? I mean, I guess I could try taking on one of these guys. It's not like I'd piss off the whole town. Can I get the one guy who just wanders around, or am I gonna have to... may have to aggro some of these.
Blood of the serpent! Enemies at the gate!
Now you're both archers. Okay. Well, what on earth is not triggering here? This bothers me. With a strength weapon. This is a strength weapon. Maybe it... I mean, what was that pike? That's also a strength weapon. Do I have to do all the strength weapons? Is it tied to one of the exiled people, maybe? It just wouldn't be a fun Conan experience without a bug. First goddamn thing. Okay, can we skip this? No. Invest. Can I do that? No, because it doesn't count. Ah! Alright, how about we switch then? Agility weapon. Let's play with some bone claws, why not? Well, I'm confused. Like, what does it want me to do here? Unless it really wants me to try every single one, I don't know what it's asking of me. So I guess we can try this instead. Craft a stone knife, okay. We got one in our inventory. Unlock Tanner knowledge. Pick a perk. Use a pick to get bark. That's not at all what it says. Use a pick to get bark. Okay. Access or place a tannery. Do those have new sound effects? Oh wow, they did something new with the moon. The moon's never that big. It's not in the daytime. I wonder if it still comes up opposite. It seems like. So now the moon and sun pass each other all the time? I don't know. Tannery. Acquire leather. Craft a tanner's table. So even though I've got one, that's not how you do this. That's not how you do this. I don't even know that I have that. Okay, claim reward. An improved tanner's table. Wow! Wow, that's actually a good reward. That's actually a really good reward. I'm very upset with these. I don't know what this means. Craft a hunting bow. Let's try this. I don't have bows unlocked. Okay. Craft arrows. Power shot an enemy. White rabbit. Oh, you don't even have to actually shoot. You just have to aim. Okay, sure. Kill an enemy with a bow. Now you do. Now you do. It's not an enemy. Little delayed reaction there. Oh, come on, game! Does it have to be the hunting bow? So it's either that the game is bugged, or these steps are bugged, or there's a conflict with the mods that I've got installed. Although it looked like the mods had been updated. Yeah, the killing part is not triggering. Okay, well, we can always switch. I think progress remains, so access a fireball cauldron. Well, why don't we head to creative mode? Just in case. Just in case. We can probably also get rid of this out here too. There, boom. Oh yeah, and when I'm doing my new pyramid, I want to move that out of here. Okay, access a fireball cauldron. Check. Access an alchemist bench. Check. Harvest aloe leaves. Okay. Pretty sure there's some around here. Yes, there are. Drink aloe extract. There's one right there. Hey presto. We get... Okay, that is... I mean, compared to an improved workstation, one glass flask is pretty crap. I mean, come on. What are you doing? Alright. Armorer. Craft knife. Skin an animal. I did that already as part of another one. Why is it making me do it again? It doesn't... This does not speak well of how they were planning this out. But they're doubling up on this stuff. I guess it means that you can start the journey at any step. That has a little bit of redundancy, but it is unnecessary to do so. Boy. Okay. Okay. Skin an animal. Access or place armorer's bench. Not emperor's bench, jeez. Boy, we're just gonna whip right through all this stuff. That's pretty good. Seeing as how I've already beat the game multiple times. What I'm not noticing, though, are big experience boosts for completing this stuff. Like, that was one of the quickest ways to level up early, was completing all of the journey steps previously, and you don't seem to be getting that big of a boost anymore. Like, you could gain huge levels doing that, especially at 100 times the experience. Craft light padding. I don't have it available. That should unlock that. I think that also unlocked... Okay, there's padding. Wear a piece of light armor. I think that is light armor right there. I don't know why that's hanging out in here. Yay! We'll put you away. Ah. Alright. For now, you get to go back on this. So I think what I'm going to do, too, is, you know, kind of move some of these things out of all my locations and consolidate them. Because I don't want to be bouncing back and forth between locations to get all the good stuff. So we'll make them more livable, like the inn that is hanging out up here, for example. I want to remove the crafting stuff I've got there and just turn it into an actual tavern. That's interesting. I'm not taking damage. Come. Okay, I'm taking damage there. So those fences... I thought all the fences were supposed to give you damage for climbing. But not these ones. Not the wooden ones. Either that or it's actually directional now. Nope. You can totally climb over these. Interesting. Anyway, where are we at? Armor patch kit. Okay. Man, not at all as good as the improved armor bench. Like, this, the amount of stuff you need for improved, like the materials and improved materials you've got to create to get to this, like, as a beginner, getting an improved tanner's table is a huge leap for, I mean, you know, it has limited use compared to all the other improved workbenches and such, so I guess it's not that big a deal, but still. Okay, blacksmith. Or expert armorer, we could do that too. Just continue on down the line. I'm really upset that I can't complete these. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what it wants from me. Anyway, expert armorer. Unlock the journeyman. Which would be where exactly? We probably have to unlock iron tools. Journeyman, no? Master armorer. Journeyman tinker. That is very curious. I mean, there's an improved armorer's bench. Armorer's bench. Is that what it wants? Oh, journeyman butcher. No, it's not what it wants at all. Why would it want butcher, though, of all things? So I'm pretty sure that's going to require iron tools. Journeyman butcher. Okay. Craft an iron skinning knife. If we must. Craft medium padding. Okay. Piece of medium armor. I'm pretty sure I have some. I just... There's not a reason for me to be crafting more armor, you know what I mean? Here's medium armor right here. More armor that I'm going to have to fill all of my closets and whatever with. What are you talking about? There's clearly space right here. Clearly space right there. What are you... Pissing me off now. Okay, harvest thick hide from an animal. Who has that? Let's see, if I do Rhino, if I do... I mean, all the animals now produce their own pelts. Thick hide from an animal. Rhinos, elephants, bears, okay. Well, it literally tells me where to go. Go find us a rhino. I might be able to take that on right now. Well, as a creative mode, yes, I should be able to take that on. Okay. Where's that new one? Should I get out of creative mode, or is it... I don't know. I'm gonna have to get out of creative mode for it to work. Of course I am. I'll tell you what. There. I just didn't want that to be an issue. Okay, now let's try you. Did you eat? There, now we got it. Okay. Go back to creative mode. No, I mean, that's good, I guess. It could have been worse. Didn't send me up into the sky to fall to my doom this time. Alright. Tan thick hide into thick leather. Now I just have to remember where I've got the tanning. There it is. Thick. Thick. There we go. Good enough. Okay. What did I have in here I could get rid of? Plenty of rhino hide now. Whatever. I don't need this stuff because I'm just going to start spawning crap in. Okay. Craft heavy padding and a heavy piece of armor. And it wants me to craft a heavy piece of armor this time, so I can't just cheat. Sure. Iron bar is not in here. Of course it's not. Yoink. Well, you may have seen, while we were over there killing rhinos, there was that red beam up into the air, and that would be from Metcamosis' spire. And he is the guy who we now go talk to for the quest. But I kind of don't want to do that just until we start unlocking some stuff here. You know, this is actually heavy. Ooh. Okay, well, we'll take it. Is that not? Is not. It is medium. Okay. Never mind. I'll just do what I know is heavy. Wear a piece of heavy armor. Yeah, so we had to craft it. Now we just got to wear it. Okay. I could probably get rid of most of this. Where'd it go? There it is. Go back on. So that's only medium, huh? Alright. But I can use it as a new styling, which I think I will do. Okay, what do we get? Armor patch. Yeah, not as great. Not as great. There's Master Armorer. That only gives me perfected Exile armors. Just gives me a turban? It's not even the okay, well. Unlock fluid press knowledge. It's not even close to that. We need to learn Primitive Cook first. Now we can learn that. Use a press. Downstairs. So I guess you'll have to tell me if you're interested in watching all the journey steps and how to complete them, since I know some people do tend to come in without having seen the previous series, or if we should just go ahead and move on to the quests and whatnot. We can always maybe come back later. Fish. Give me a fish. Oil. Unlock Grand Master Armorer. Okay. That's this. Oh boy. Okay, well, we gotta have steel first. Which unlocks Master Armor. I'm assuming that's a part of this, yes. And we need to have the Star Metal, which needs Hardened Metal. Grandmaster. Access or place a Grandmaster Armor bench. Now, I think I might actually have that. Tinker. No. Alright. There's a quick way to cheat this. We can do creative mode. Plant-based tannery. That's interesting. Access or place Grand Master Armorer Station. And yet I do not appear to have that as an option? Unless these count as a Grandmaster type thing. Guess we can put it down and see. So, then what we'll do is we will take this, get out of creative mode, and put it down again now that we've got the ingredients. Are you kidding me? I did it wrong. We have to place it, get out of creative mode. Now I get the goods for it. Now I get to place it. Okay, so this does count. This is a type of Grandmaster. Boy, the wording on that is confusing as hell. And then wear a piece of epic armor. Yeah, let's de-cheat that in. Not that it matters, ultimately. Exit, create, okay. Epic piece of armor, I'm pretty sure... Thank you. I'm pretty sure we've got something like that hanging around somewhere. I mean, that counts, I think. Anything with purple should count. Yay! Put that away. If it'll let me. So they must have changed the capacity. Interesting. Journey. Claim reward. Perfected Exiled armors. That's gotta be a thing in here, though. Perfected is a new thing. Which, actually, yeah, looking at the armor value, that's much higher. Okay, well, cool. I guess I'll go through here and, get some points for next time. And then we can unlock some new stuff in the Battle Pass. I'm interested in these training dummies. Blood Crystal Mall. Okay, well, we'll wait to see what comes up next here, but... More stuff. But yeah, it's this blood crystal is the new thing. So there's actual enemies that will drop it. I do not know where. I'll probably have to look that one up. But we need those so that we can create a golem crafting shop. Which may actually be pretty interesting to get here. If I can remove this, get this to like the bottom of a pyramid or something, then we can open up this area maybe as a crafting area as that goes, and then go up here and then, I don't know, fill this out. Maybe remove this from this floor, which is kind of in the way. I don't know. We'll have some plans. But anyway, yeah. We're back. I'll see you next time.